this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Fournette on the carry.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady's pass.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now Brady again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
6-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the
11. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Ravens nothing. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, come on!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. 2 yards on the pickup.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Tampa Bay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. To Evans on the slant. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Baltimore Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
A 10-yard gain. But
they're going for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson forced out to his left, looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. Frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down Buccaneers.
Wait 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown.
Brady's pass.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line. Today's final
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.